Ever seen a photo so mind-bending it makes you question reality? Today we're diving into 15 images that are going to mess with your mind in the best way possible. These aren't your average pictures. They're ones that make you do a double take, that make you zoom in, tilt your head and wonder, what am I even looking at? From illusions hiding in plain sight to landscapes that defy logic. Get ready to have your perception twisted and your jaw dropped. Curious to see if you can figure out what's real and what's not? Let's jump in and test your eyes and mind. 15 incredible images that make you question what you see. Number 1. Time to let the dogs drive. Imagine this, you're cruising down the highway, and instead of gripping the steering wheel yourself, your dog is driving the car. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? This picture gives that illusion, with a dog sitting behind the wheel of a car, looking like it's ready for a road trip. While this may seem like the coolest scenario for any dog lover, it's actually a clever trick of perspective. The dog is probably sitting on a lap, or in a position where it just appears to be driving. Can you imagine a world where your dog could take you on a road trip? Though it's a fun thought, we'll have to leave the driving to humans for now. Number 2. Who's hugging who? This image might throw you off for a moment. At first it appears like a man is being embraced by another figure, but look again. Something is not quite right. In fact, the person might not be hugging anyone at all. It's just that clever use of shadows and angles that creates the illusion of a hug. This optical illusion is possible because of how the human body and surroundings are positioned. You'll start to wonder if it's his clothing flexibility or if the entire scenario is just a case of an unexpected visual twist. Whether it's his impeccable style or his incredible flexibility, one thing is for sure. This photo has you second-guessing everything. Number 3. Yoga for couples. We've all seen couples performing breathtaking yoga poses online, showcasing their incredible strength, balance, and flexibility. But what about this guy? In this photo, it seems like he's joined the trend of couples yoga, lifting his partner effortlessly into a seemingly impossible pose. But hold on, his partner isn't human at all. It's a clever setup where an object, placed in the right position, makes it appear as if it's a person. The way the man and the object are positioned and lit creates a funny optical illusion, making it seem like he's performing a yoga move with a person. Wouldn't it be nice if we could all find the perfect partner, especially one who can be lifted so easily? Number 4. Beauty in the bathtub. If you've ever watched Beauty and the Beast, you know how magical it would be to have enchanted objects around the house. Talking teacups, broomsticks that sweep on their own, and of course, a magical bathtub. In this image, it looks like the bathtub might just be enchanted. It appears to be moving, as if it's part of a magical living world. However, don't be fooled. This image is a playful trick of perspective. What seems like a moving bathtub is simply a clever visual illusion, where the angle and lighting make it appear as though the bathtub is floating. Imagine if your bathtub could wash your stress away by doing all the chores for you. Number 5. Watch out for the cat. We all know cats are expert masters of blending into their surroundings, silently observing from their secret spots. But in this image, the cat takes its blending abilities to a whole new level. It seems to have perfectly merged into the background, making it almost impossible to spot at first glance. Is it a part of the furniture? Or perhaps just a clever play on shadows and perspective? Once you catch sight of the cat's eyes, it's impossible to unsee it. But before that moment, it's like the cat is playing the ultimate game of hide and seek. This optical illusion is a great reminder of how sneaky our furry friends can be. Number 6. When your cat finally learns how to cook. We've all had those moments when we wish our pets could do a little more for us. Maybe fetch the remote, bring us a snack, or even help in the kitchen. In this amusing photo, it looks like your dreams have come true, with a cat seemingly taking charge of dinner prep. Of course, we know cats can't cook, despite how much we wish they could. What's really happening here is a clever staging, where the cat's been placed in just the right position to appear like it's involved in cooking. It's a humorous setup that plays with our expectations and gives a funny twist to our idea of a helpful pet. Who knows, maybe one day we'll have robotic pets that can cook after all. Number 7. Mom, I Shrunk the Cat. What if you could shrink your cat down to the size of a mouse, just for fun? This image makes it look like a cat is shrunk to an incredibly tiny size. But the real trick here is perspective. The cat that appears smaller is actually placed closer to the camera, while the other cat is further away, making it look like there's a huge size difference. It's a fun visual illusion that plays with depth and scale, leaving you to wonder for a second if we really could shrink our pets. Imagine the possibilities. Your cat could travel with you in your pocket, and you could save so much on food. Number 8. Sorting hat or traffic cone. Harry Potter fans know all too well the magical sorting hat that determines which Hogwarts house you belong to. But this image might just throw you off. At first glance, the object in the photo looks strikingly like the sorting hat, with its worn magical appearance. But a closer look reveals that it's actually a traffic cone. Clever use of angles, colors, and lighting makes the traffic cone appear like something straight out of a wizarding world. It's a fun little optical illusion that combines fandom with everyday life. Who knew a traffic cone could have such mystical qualities? Number 9. The Ring, Cat Edition. The Ring movie is famous for its terrifying scenes, especially the moment when the eerie girl crawls out of the TV screen. But what if The Ring had a cat as the star instead? In this hilarious image, it looks as though a cat is crawling out of the TV screen, just like in the movie. Of course, we know cats aren't creeping out of televisions, but this is a perfect example of timing and position. The cat is placed so that it looks like it's emerging from the screen, giving us a funny twist on a classic horror scene. Now that's a version we'd be more than happy to watch. Number 10. Aladdin's Magic Carpet. We've all dreamed of having a flying carpet like in Aladdin, whisking us away to magical places. This image almost makes you believe that that dream has come true. It shows a woman on a floating object that seems to be a magic carpet, floating high above the ground. But take a closer look. It's actually a well-positioned stage setup where the object is just elevated enough to create the illusion of floating. While it may not be a magic carpet, it's a reminder that a little creativity and perspective can make anything look magical. Number 11. Too much working out. We all know that getting fit can have some unexpected results, but this image takes things to an extreme. The cat in the photo looks so muscular that it almost seems like it's been hitting the gym hard, training for a competition. But the real surprise here is the cat has apparently grown a second head. It's an optical illusion that makes the second cat appear as if it's part of the first cat's body. It's a hilarious example of how clever photography tricks can make even the simplest things appear extraordinary. Number 12. Bird taking a selfie. With the rise of smartphones and social media, it's not surprising that soon birds might be taking selfies too, right? Well, this image makes it seem like a bird is holding a phone, ready to snap a selfie. While it's a fun idea, we know birds aren't exactly the selfie-taking types. This amusing image is just a clever angle, and a little help from a prop, giving the bird an appearance of being technologically savvy. In the future, who knows? Maybe we'll see birds with their own Instagram accounts. Number 13. Part of the floor. Cats are known for their love of sleeping in unusual places, but this image takes it to a new level. It looks like a cat has become part of the floor, seamlessly blending into its surroundings. The cat is laying in such a way that it almost looks like a floating head. Its body is so camouflaged with the floor, it's hard to tell where the cat ends and the floor begins. It's a perfect example of how cats can be sneaky and how our brains can be tricked by optical illusions. Number 14. Just watching in the living room. Ever wish you could be in two places at once? This image seems to show just that, with someone appearing to watch TV in the living room while they're also doing something else, perhaps cooking or cleaning. But when you take a second look, you'll see that it's just a cleverly staged photo where someone is positioned in such a way that it gives the illusion of being in two places at once. It's a fun little play on perspective, making you wish for a bit of that superhuman multitasking ability. Number 15. Clifford the Big Curious Dog. As kids, we loved hearing about giant animals and magical creatures. Clifford the Big Red Dog was one of our favorites, and this image seems to bring that fantasy to life. It looks like a huge dog towering over a small house, but once again, it's all about perspective. The dog in this image is much closer to the camera than the house, making it appear much larger than it really is. This classic optical illusion plays on our childhood memories of oversized animals and brings them to life in a fun way. Wouldn't it be amazing to have a dog that size? Maybe just a little less drool. How crazy is it that our brains can get tricked by something as simple as a photo? Which one had you scratching your head the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know which illusion made you do a double take. If you had fun with these mind-boggling images, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content that'll keep your brain buzzing. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Remember, the world around us is full of surprises, and sometimes you just have to look at it from a different angle. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.